Do you know how it's suspected how a live round actually got into his weapon?
No.
It's believed that what they were doing prior to the shot was actually doing some target practice out in the wilderness. You know, it's open. They have free, you know, guns. Everyone kind of grabs a gun and be like, oh, yeah, shoot guns, you know, at some targets. Probably even get into character.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes sense. It all's fine. It sounds great if everything's done properly. And there's no possibility something horrible like this could ever happen. But apparently it does, and it can. So therefore, it's a pretty bad idea to have any live rounds anywhere near where there's an idea that, hey, we're filming and we're shooting people with fake rounds.
Whatever other people decide is the best way to go in terms of protecting people's safety on film sets, I'm all in favor of, and I will cooperate with that.
He's just like, well, maybe the experts need to decide.
I feel like he's just kind of defending himself a little bit. He's saying, like, I'm not the expert here. Like, this wasn't my fault in any way.
Well, he's trying to find an easy out.
Yeah.
And I think he just doesn't want to have anyone kind of in the community, in the tight-knit Hollywood community, kind of go after him. He's very much anti-gun. If you talk about, you know, in the civilian world, he's anti-gun. So what's the problem with Hollywood then? Well, Hollywood can have guns, but normal people can't have guns? Seems odd that he wouldn't be the biggest proponent after what he's going through.
In any way that I can.
Do you have any further projects in the works at the moment, or is everything on
No,
hold?
no,
for you
that's
right now?
irrelevant to what we're talking about.
That's fair enough.
Do you think production will start up again on
No, I doubt it necessarily.
She's glaring at them,
Yeah.
holding her iPhone up at them as if it's her gun. Back away.
Because he's just recording it in case he needs evidence later. Like, this just close to
Yeah,
himself.
that's normal.
She's like holding it to them,
acceptable.
like, I'm recording this.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there anything else?
Why Vermont, Alex?
Because
That's
we
a
just
no, that's a person. That's probably
This part here, because the reporter simply asked, well, why are you in Vermont? You know, what's going on? She just gets so up in arms about that and just stares down this reporter. Why would you ever ask that?
She's just waiting to say something.
She was waiting just to like rip them for anything they were to say. It could have been like, I hope you have a nice day. What did you say?
Why? Don't tell me what to do.
She's still glaring at that guy. It's like for the past like at least 5 seconds. Still looking at him. Still. Now finally darts her eyes away.
in the car crying.
Because you guys are following
And
them
all I
and
want
they
to do,
know.
I said,
It's a big deal. It rarely happens. And it's a terrible, terrible event. And we want to understand what he's going through his mind and how things are going and what actually happened. It's understandable that people want to know what's going on. And she's acting like everyone
She
is just
wasn't
like
even
totally off the
involved.
rocker for being interested and trying to find out what happened and what Alec Baldwin has to say.
Like, this isn't about you, sweetheart.
Yes.
Go back in the car with your children. They just said their kids are in the car. I'm like,
right?
don't abandon your kids in the car.
Yeah, right?
Go.
She's providing no value. Zero value. Zero.
Thank you. Condolences. Thank you.
Someone said condolences, and look at her glare. The reporter said condolences, and she glares at him like, how dare you ever say condolences to me? She lifts up the iPhone as if like it's her gun and just like, back off. And kind of like darts it at him. I want to just rewind to that second there. She kind of like throws it in their face like, back off, how dare you?
I have a phone.
I have a phone. I'm recording. This is being recorded, so you watch yourselves. I got you.
Now turn it off.
Turn it up now. Something clearly very wrong happened, and, you know, this can't ever happen again. And it's something that I think a lot of us just look at as something that can be easily fixed.
There's almost no excuse for it.
No.
Like, there's a very clear possible solution.
And also, if you think about the chances of something like this actually happening, is really tiny. Like someone actually getting shot to death by a round that was not, you know, that wasn't supposed to be in there. And here's the thing too, like how often do you actually even point a gun at someone off stage, off set? He was pointing it at her off set.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, obviously it was, you know, it's just by accident and just happened to be like that, but still.
I mean, we don't know what the movie scene was or
right,
what
but
happened,
no,
but
I guess I'm just saying that it's just odd how rare it would be for one, a bullet to be fired, and two, a bullet to be fired at somebody off set. Maybe this actually happens more often than we think. It could be one of
Maybe.
those, right? Where rounds are shot that are live rounds, but just never hit anybody. Like, oh, shoot. Oh, that was a live one. Oh, gosh. That was a close one. Good thing no one was in the way of that one. I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
It must be at least something where this was not just the only time a live round or one of the few times a live round ever was shot in a movie. And it happened to be shot at somebody and killed somebody.